So today we're going to be doing the Loci Helix question of the study pack that we have obviously designed for you guys. And basically how we are doing this is just giving you guys sort of simple, easy questions at first to give you a bit of an understanding. We'll work through it with you guys, and then the more complicated questions will be coming at a later stage. But let's just get started. So you'll see here we've got the Loci Helix question, and the question reads: the half top view of an auger showing the shaft and outer diameter, which would be this over here. Okay, then it says center lines, which will be given to you on your page. This I've drawn up here, so this will not be given to you, but this will come in handy in a second. Okay, then it says specifications: 2 revolutions with a pitch of 72 millimeters, left-handed, and whenever we have a left-handed direction, it becomes an anti-clockwise direction. Okay, anti-clockwise, and then we have start at the top and end at the bottom, so we will be labeling in an anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and it says instructions: use the given view and complete the front view of the auger by starting at SP at point SP at the top. So SP will obviously be this point here. My apologies that P is in the middle over there. Yeah, but anyways, forgive me for that. We will obviously fix that on your page. And then it says show all necessary construction and then no hidden detail is required. Okay, so before we even start this drawing, the thing that we are going to have to do is obviously section our circle. And in order to do this, we are going to have to acknowledge that first of all, we have a half circle. So this might confuse you with your labeling, which is why I've drawn up the second circle here. Okay, so let's just quickly draw in these lines over here. So we've got 30 degrees. Then we'll have 30 degrees over here, 60 degrees, and then obviously 60 degrees over here. Now it will be the same for our circle. Okay, because our starting point is at SP, we know we will have 0, 12 at this point here. Because it is going in an anti-clockwise direction, we will be labeling in this direction here. So to give you an idea, we would have 0, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So to give you an indication, we would have 1 and 11 here. So I'm putting 1 on the inside to show that it belongs to the other side that we can't see. Then we'll have 10 and 2, 9 and 3, 8 and 4, 7 and 5, 7 and 5, and then obviously 6 will be on its own. And then we're going to do the same in the middle here because we are still going to use that for our auger. So again, we will have 0, 12, 11, 1, 10, 2, 9, 3, 8, 4, 7, 5, and 6. Okay, so we've got that easy peasy so far, and now we're just going to get started with the drawing. So first things first, we want to sort of leave a bit of a space between these two pictures. Sometimes they give you the space already, sometimes they don't. So here we're just going to leave a bit of space. But before you obviously draw in your auger, it is important that you check that everything is going to fit on your paper first, because if it doesn't fit, there's going to be a bit of a problem. So we know that there are 2 revolutions with a pitch of 72 millimeters. If you had to add that together, that would give you 14.4. So you need to check, okay, this here is 14.4. It actually should be a bit bigger. Let me just think about this. 14.4, it should be fine. Okay, but it should fit on your paper is what I'm trying to get at. So excuse me if I'm confusing you a little bit. We'll see in a second why I'm making myself confused as well. But let's just get started. So we measured 20 down. We also know that we have plenty of space to draw in our auger, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so now we've got the line at the top over here. We're going to just draw that in quickly. And then what we're going to do as well is we're going to take the lines. I'm going to take 4 lines down, and the reason why is because it helps to prevent any confusion. So we're just going to take the 4 main lines down, which would be the 4 original lines that we were given, and obviously we will add the other lines in a bit. Okay. All right, so you can obviously see the 4 lines over there. And what we're going to do now is we know that 72 millimeters is going to have to be divided by 12. So we're going to say 72 divided by 12, which gives us, 72 divided by 12 gives us 6. Okay, so we know that our gaps are going to be gaps of 6. So when we measure on our helix, we are going to basically take our rulers and you're going to measure in intervals of 6. So you would go 6, 6, 6, 6 over here, 6, 6, 6. Obviously this is going to take a bit of time, so I'm going to basically do it until we have the full revolution, and then I'll do the second revolution off camera just to save you a bit of time. So we've got 6, so that'll be 0, 12. Okay, and then if you had to draw these lines across, just to give you an indication of what we are actually doing, I'm going to just draw these lines across quickly, just so that you can obviously see what are we doing in case you're not 100% sure. Maybe helixes are not your strong points, or maybe they are and this is boring for you, then you can just skip past it. That's also okay. Obviously, we are just trying to get everyone to understand the work in front of you. Okay. So as you can see, I'm drawing lines in within the gaps of the 6 intervals. So I know it's a bit tedious and a bit boring, but I will obviously do the rest off camera so that you guys don't have to watch this boring line drawing. Okay, so there we go. So you can see we've got our gaps of 6. All right, so you're going to label it 0, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then you're going to measure your intervals of 6 again. So 6, then you would have 6 again, 6 again, 6 again. Okay, obviously I've already previously made markings just to make this easier. So if you guys are wondering why I'm doing it so quickly, that would be the reason why. So do not use my indication, or the way I do it is an indication of how you should be doing it. Just make sure yours is correct and nicely done so that you don't lose marks by being silly like me. Okay, so we've got so we've got 9, 10, 11. Then because we know we have 2 revolutions, this would technically be the start, well, the end of the first one and the start of the second one. So you would say 0, 12, 1, and then you would do it all the way down until you get to 0, 12 again. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do that off camera because I really don't want to bore you guys with drawing lines the whole time. I would actually like for us to get to the interesting bits. Okay, there we go. So we have got our start of our helix done and ready. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to basically plot points per little matching point section. That makes a little bit of, that makes no sense, but let's just go through it so it starts to make sense. Okay, so you'll see that 0 and 12 line up, so you would have a little point over there, plus 0 and 12 line up over here, so you would have a point over there. Now 1 would be different, right, because it's obviously on a different line. So just to give you an indication, you would have 1 as a line coming down here. So let's just draw those lines in quickly because we need them. So have a line there and a line there, as well as our 2 line, because obviously we've got these lines as well. So basically you're going to bring all of these down. This one lines up with this one here, this line here. Obviously we know the middle line is in the middle, so we're not going to bring it down. Okay, then this line over here, we have got 7 and 5. Obviously these ones line up, so we're not going to really worry about that one, and we'll have 7 and 5 again, done like that. Okay, so you'll see that I use some of the lines fully going down. I recommend taking them from the top straight to the bottom. The reason why is because it is going to make things a lot easier when you're labeling, so you don't get confused. So let's just, did I drill the skew? A little bit. Let's redo that one. Sorry guys. also helps to see if your line is skew or not, so that's another nice indication for you guys. Okay, so that should be fine. I think I would know what we're working with here. All right, so you can obviously see what we've got over here. So we've got our 0, 12, 0, 12 points. Now we need our points 1, so this is obviously 1 on corresponding line 1. Then we'll have 11, which will be on corresponding line 1 as well. Hello, my sweetie. You can't sit on the board. I'll make space for you and you can sit on the table, but not on the board. Okay, no, come, move your bums. Move your bum. There you go. Okay, same with 2, my sweetie. Okay, same with 2, you would have 10, so we would have 10 over here. That's not going to work. Hey? Sorry guys, let me just move him. Okay, he's baking bread, so let's see how long that lasts. His tail will just be, we'll move it there. Okay, so we've got 2 obviously at this point here, so you can make a little mark at 2. All right, then we'll have, from there we'll have obviously 3 and 9 will be in the same spot, so we'll just put it there. Okay, then we're going to have a look again, so we will have 4 will be on this line here, as well as this line over here. Okay, so you can see kind of how we're filling this in. Okay, and then we've got 5, so 5 will be this line here, as well as this line over here. And we'll have 6, which will be right on the edge over here. Okay, now what I can do is just give you a little bit of an indication of things that will be solid so far, just so that you can maybe picture what we're working with at the moment. So this top bit here will be solid. Okay, that will be solid. And we can join the pieces that we will see, so I'm going to do that quickly so we know that we will see these bits over here, so you can neatly freehand that in, and the same with these bits here, which will meet at that point, and they will meet at that point. Also, as you can see, I've forgotten a point because 6 will also be over here. So we'll just add 6 in over there. Okay, so you can see how it's kind of coming along. Now that we have got that done over there, we'll obviously have this part here as well. Okay, and you can draw that in. Obviously, if you would rather draw it last, so that your line is completely straight, if you're worried that you won't get it straight, because you know when you do it multiple times, sometimes it changes, you can do that. I'm just drawing it in now so that you can see what we're working with. Okay. And now from here, we're basically going to be going this way. So we've done 6, so now we need to do 7. So 7 will be here as well as here. Then we will do 8, which will be here and here. And then we will have 9, which will be at this point over here. Okay, so you can see it's starting to come in. Now, before we actually draw that in, let's just carry on with the rest of the points. So we'll have 10. So 10 will be this point here and this point here. And then 11 will be this point here, as well as this point here. And then 12 will be this point here and this point here. Okay, so whatever you are not going to see, whatever's going to be behind this pole, you're going to draw lightly at the back. Whatever's in front, you will draw obviously in solid line in front. So you will draw that in solid. Okay, this here you will not see. So this will be neatly done lightly, and it will continue till this point over here. This here will be solid from this point to that point, will be light, sorry, and then here we'll draw it in solid. Okay, so now we are going to add in our lines to give you an indication of what it looks like. So that will be like that over there, and we won't worry about this side yet. Okay, so just make sure that your lines are not the same line weights. Mine kind of look that way. but just make sure yours do not look that way. Okay, so then we're going to go again. So we're going to go 1, and then 1 is over here, so we're going to draw 1 over there. Then we have got 2, so 2 is over here and over here. 3 will obviously be in the middle. They will have 4, so 4 will be over here as well as over here. We have 5, so 5 will be over here and over here, and then we'll have 6. So we know that we'll see everything in the front here, so these bits here we will draw up solid. Of 6 will be there as well. I keep forgetting that one. We just let this cat out the room quickly. Okay, all right, so we've obviously got that will be solid because it's not hidden at the back here. And just to kind of give you an indication of if you're not sure what's going to be in front and what's going to be in the back, I want you to imagine you're a man standing here looking at the front. The numbers he will see will be from 0 to 12 to 6. Everything behind he will not see. So I hope that's going to help you. So like obviously here 1 to 6 he'll see some of the bits at the back here only because it's sloping, and then he won't see at the back there as well. Obviously I can't demonstrate it on here because it's not a double circle, but I think it's giving you a bit of an understanding. Okay, and then we'll obviously draw in this little bit as well. So again, neat freehands. If you really struggle with freehanding and you want to be as neat as possible, then you can use a French curve, and that will help you obviously get neat little lines in as well. Okay, but you don't need it. So I've never used one. I'm sure many of you won't use one, especially if you're in matric and you're leaving. But if you feel like you would rather use one, use one. Okay, so there we go. We've got that line over there. And we're going to go backwards one last time. So we will have, obviously we've got 6, and now we're going to have 7 and 7. They will have 8 and 8, and they will obviously have 9. They will have 10 and 10, 11 and 11, 12 and 12. Okay, and then again, we're not going to see all of this, so what we will see will be this over here, and then from here comes light. See, that's the wrong side. From there, from here it will become dark. Okay, and then here will be light, so we'll have light, 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 light and light. Okay, and then when we draw in our solid bits, we will have this here will be solid, and this here will be solid. Okay, let's draw that in here. Did I miss this point here? Yes, I did. And this here will be up here as well. Okay, just double checking. Yeah, okay. So then we'll obviously have to make this bottom here solid as well. And then once you have done that, that will be your helix complete. Obviously this is your auger. So I hope this gives you guys an understanding, and if it helps, we would really appreciate it if you like, share, comment, let us know what you think, let us know what you would like to see. It really does help us if you guys interact with us, and then we also know how to best help you. So we would really appreciate it, and thank you for watching.